CoS, the Roblox game. One of the greatest and most entertaining Roblox games ever thought up. You can grow your creatures, take out enemies in a pack, and best of all, the creatures are very interesting. Speaking of creatures, the CoS roster might also be classified as creature heaven. Because there's such a mess of beautiful and tough creatures, it'll make you love the game even more. And since Game of the Year is around the corner, I've been inspired to make a list of the top 10 cool CoS creatures. Grab yourself a snack and a glass of orange juice and try not to reach for your wallet, because here we go! Number 10. Try this question on for size. Who smells like death and looks like a flower? Well, less a dart, of course. Though more of a monster than a flower, you can't deny the fact that it's still cool. Two things that make it so cool is the fact that it's made of wood, and when have you ever seen a giant horn on the front of something's face? None as big as this. It can even charge at its foes and push them around like a boss. Who's at number 9? Karathos, of course. It's this alien-looking behemoth of a creature, seemingly from a distant planet. I mean, look at its stature. It can even take out flyers. And look at those whiskers. Who wouldn't want to swing from one like a vine in the jungle? Numero 8. Megalodistrix is beautiful and the size of some tier 5s. What really surprises me about Mega is that it has sharp teeth and a horn on its nose, but it's utterly useless in battle. Kinda silly, don't you think? Granted, Mega doesn't do much, but that doesn't take away from how cool and pretty this bird is. What number's next? 7, of course. Noctiloon, one of the 2 creatures that came out during the disaster event. Noct is a creature of the night, specifically the Bloody Night. With it being the Blood Moon creature, it can spit out a bloody breath that applies bleed to its foes. I mean, how cool is that? Expect this creature to dish out a lot of bleed in a little time. Just be careful with that low health pool. Numero 6. It's the Waddle. This girl boss is covered in medieval weaponry and wields a heavy axe on the tip of its tail. It can attack enemies with its rear, but does more damage when it bites. This volcanic beast is made of stone and full of fire. It's surely a force to be reckoned with. Good luck facing this creature with a creature of similar size. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tarolistris. This lightning dinosaur looks stunning, and that's not a shocker. With the ability to breathe condensed lightning out of its mouth, it can make quick work of other creatures, not to mention zap flyers out of the sky. This horned Carno sure is a threatening-looking beast. This creature standing at number 4, Ghibli. One word, burn. This fighter jet has style, and a silly face. Not only is it quick, it's deadly too, with 3.5 burn every bite. This plane will melt other creatures with ease. Be sure to make attack runs instead of trying to phase tank. This plane is built for the skies, not the ground. Up next is number 3, Yamato. This foul plane is a bit outdated, but I'd say it's still one of the coolest creatures on the roster. With the ability to climb around and ambush other creatures with loads of poison and even more disease, dealing with a Yama can be quite a hassle. Put one of these in a pack, and nothing will have enough stamina to get away from your heavy hitters. Number 1, 2, button my shoe. Cyrodon. This prehistoric fish is covered in spiky plates. I mean, what could be cooler than that? And it can deal out some serious bleed. This has to be one of the scariest aquatic creatures to see lurking in the depths, especially for pesky little flyers, as it can dart up and shred the wings of anything gliding above the water. Be careful out there. So, you've seen a lightning Carno, a fighter jet, and a xenomorph-looking behemoth. Who could possibly top those kinds of creatures? Well, get ready, folks. This is the number 1 coolest creature in Creatures of Sonaria. Parahexilian! And if anyone denies it, how dare you? This creature can fly, is as strong as a heavy tier 4 and light tier 5s. and can glide at speeds quicker than Tier 1s can run. Being an immortal star in the form of a creature, this dragon takes the cake as the coolest creature by far in the roster. It can even push around the likes of the biggest creatures easily. What a bully! My hat goes off to you, concept creators. You ought to be proud. There you have it, folks. That was my top 10 list of the coolest creatures in the Creature of Sonaria universe. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day, and I'll see you later.